Oh, you're gonna love this one. Get comfy, let your thoughts wander. And when you're ready, baby, dream of a new life.
Unleashed Desire by Catherine Serafina. Chapter 5, The Bachelorette. I stood in front of the mirror for one last look. The dress hugged me in ways I didn't know were possible. Softly at the waist, teasing along my thighs, dipping gently over the chest I still wasn't used to. I ran my fingers through my hair, settling the thick waves behind my shoulders. Then I reached up, unclasped the necklace, and set it carefully on the bedside table. It caught the lamplight and glinted, a tiny red star in the dimness. I stared at it for a beat too long. I didn't feel different after removing it. No buzzing, no unraveling, no shift. Just me. Still Alicia. I stepped into the living room, adjusting a strap. Donna was waiting by the door in heels and a dark wine-red dress. She looked me over slowly. "You still wearing the necklace?" I shook my head. "Took it off before I came out." She gave a short nod. "Then it should last about 12 hours from now." "Ready?" she asked. "Yeah," I said. I wasn't. But I didn't want to be asked again. I was terrified. The Uber pulled up outside a rooftop bar I'd never been to before. Glowing signage, long lines, glass walls reflecting neon from nearby billboards. Trendy, loud. Beautiful people and tight dresses and everything Alex always felt out of place in. Donna's friends were already gathered near the entrance, laughing in a tight group. I recognized some of them from social media or the engagement party, but they didn't recognize me. Of course they didn't. As we walked up, Donna gave my arm a subtle squeeze. I told them earlier today that a friend from back in college would be tagging along. "You're Alicia, remember?" I nodded, heart racing. Tara noticed us first and smirked. "Ah, so this is the mystery woman." Jess whistled. She wasn't kidding. "You clean up real nice." Lindsay gave me a slow up and down, then grinned. "Where have you been hiding her, Donna? I would have canceled my date tonight." Kylie just gave a soft smile. "Well, we're definitely going to have our work cut out for us. The guys inside don't stand a chance." Chloe bounced forward and wrapped me in a quick hug. "You're perfect, babe. Welcome to the chaos." I laughed and let myself be pulled into their orbit. They didn't know me, but they accepted me instantly. Inside, the music was loud but not obnoxious, and the rooftop was strung with warm lights and clusters of high-top tables. Everything smelled like citrus cocktails and designer perfume. We claimed a semicircle booth and immediately started ordering rounds of drinks. "Okay, I need to know," Tara said, leaning in toward me. "Are you a vodka girl or tequila girl?" "Depends on the damage I'm aiming for," I replied without thinking. That earned a cheer from Jess, who raised her glass. "She passes." Lindsay slid over next to me. "You have serious mystery energy. I swear, if you told me you were a spy, I'd believe you." I smiled, sipping the champagne cocktail someone had placed in my hand. Would a spy admit that? "Oh, she's good," Kylie said from the far end of the booth, her voice soft and amused. Chloe had already started taking selfies, occasionally dragging me into them. "Smile, Alicia. Come on, the lighting here makes us look like angels." As the drinks flowed and the chatter spun into layered conversations, I started to loosen up. I laughed at their inside jokes, learned new ones, and found myself offering stories I didn't even know I had in me. Jess kept joking about setting me up with her cousin because he only dates smart women, and this, she gestured to me, is the bait that'll reel him in. Lindsay interrupted, pointing across the lounge to a group of guys at the bar. "Forget her cousin. That one hasn't taken his eyes off you since we walked in." I blinked. She was right. One of them, dark hair, button-down shirt rolled at the sleeves, smiled when I looked over. Confident, direct, attractive. My stomach flipped. "Uh-oh," Tara muttered with a grin. "Here they come." Chloe pulled me out of the booth just as the music shifted into something thumping and pulsing. "Dance time!" I let her lead me onto the floor, the heat of the crowd instantly washing over me. Lights flickered and refracted off sequins and cocktails and swaying bodies. It didn't take long before the group of guys from the bar migrated closer. One of them introduced himself. Brian, and asked me to dance. I hesitated, but Chloe nudged me forward. "You've got this," she whispered in my ear. I danced with him, then another, then 2 more joined us. They didn't know my past. They didn't see anything but a curvy, smiling woman in heels and a short dress. They flirted, bought drinks, brushed my arm as they laughed too close. I felt their eyes on my hips, my chest, my mouth. It should have been overwhelming. Instead, it was exhilarating. I was wanted in a way I'd never been. Not just noticed, desired, appreciated. It was electric and terrifying, and something in me loved it more than I could admit. Donna hadn't joined us. She stood at the edge of the floor, arms crossed, watching. Our eyes met once, and hers narrowed. She looked away. Later, after I excused myself to the bathroom to cool down, I found the mirror fogged and my cheeks flushed. My lip gloss had smudged, and I took my time reapplying it, sweeping the color just right, tucking a stray strand of hair behind my ear. I looked so at home in that moment, I almost didn't recognize myself. Then the door opened behind me. Donna stepped in and paused. "You really know what you're doing, don't you?" she said. It wasn't quite a question. "Just fixing my face," I replied softly, not turning around. "I meant out there, with them, with the guys." I turned then, meeting her gaze in the mirror. "It's just dancing." "It wasn't just anything," she said. "You were in your element." "Would you prefer I acted miserable?" I asked. It came out sharper than I intended. Her voice dropped lower. "No, I just didn't expect to not recognize you." Before I could respond, the door pushed open again and 2 girls came in laughing, loud and tipsy. I stepped past Donna toward the door. "I'll see you out there," I said, offering her a soft, flirtatious smile. Then I was gone. The ride home was quiet. I sat with my hands in my lap, dress smoothed carefully across my thighs, my legs still tingling from dancing in heels. Donna sat beside me, her body turned slightly toward the window. The driver hummed along to the radio. "You didn't just play the part tonight," she said finally, low and calm. "You were her." I looked down. "I just went along with it." "You were leading it." I didn't answer. A pause. Then, "The girls loved you." Another pause. "I think I loved you too." I didn't know what to say. We rode the rest of the way in silence. Back at the apartment, I slipped out of the heels and wiggled my toes. My legs were sore, but not as bad as I'd expected. Donna walked into the bedroom first, flipping on the soft bedside lamp. I stood in the doorway. "Did you get me anything to sleep in?" She didn't turn around. "Already put it on the bed?" I stepped closer and saw it laid across the blanket. A satin chemise in a soft rose pink, thin straps, with a little lace at the hem, delicate, girly, not overly sexy, but definitely not androgynous either. I picked it up with slow fingers. The fabric slipped like water between them. Donna was already in her cami and shorts, climbing into bed on her side. I changed in silence. The chemise clung in all the right places, the lace brushing my thighs, the satin cool against my chest. I slid under the blanket and turned toward the nightstand. The necklace was still there, waiting. I stared at it as my breathing slowed. And slowly, without meaning to, I fell asleep. Still Alicia.
Did that leave you wanting more? The naughty version's waiting for you on my Patreon, along with so many other juicy little secrets. Go on, baby. You know where to find me.